Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The transfer portal does not sleep. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders does not sleep. At 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Travis Hunter announces that he is transferring and following Coach Sanders to Colorado. This is probably the biggest news we've had all week, and we've had a lot of big news. Before we get into it again, I just want to say thank you guys for the support you guys have shown the channel. Again, we've been talking a lot of football. We've been talking a lot of recruiting. We've been talking a lot of transfer portal over the last couple of days, and the support you guys have shown truly does mean a lot. So if you do enjoy the content, you want to support the channel, consider subscribing. That is the best way you can help support the fellas. Let's get into Travis Hunter and just talk a little bit about what this means for Colorado. Obviously, if you watch college football, you follow college football, you know Travis Hunter is a generational talent, one of the highest recruits ever, according to 24/7 Sports. Played both sides of the ball as a true freshman at Jackson State with Coach Prime. I think he'll excel as a cornerback, as a defensive back. Yeah, he'll probably get some touches on the offensive side of the ball, kind of like Jabril Peppers did at Michigan, where he's just too good of an athlete to only let him play one side of the ball. He'll get his touches on offense. But he's a guy that's going to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft, I think, if he commits to playing that cornerback spot. Great length, great athleticism. He's the complete package. I think what this means more is what this means for Colorado. Colorado, we talk about how important it is for Coach Prime to start off hot at Colorado. It is a big rebuild. They were one of the worst teams in the Power 5. If you listen, we talked a couple days ago about the expectations for Coach Prime at Colorado. This is a big turnaround. Colorado was one of the worst teams in the Power 5. If you watch Colorado football, which I can't say I watched much of, there is a clear skill gap between them and the rest of the Pac-12 and quite frankly, most of the Power 5 teams. What they brought Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, in to do at Colorado is to close that talent gap. Coach Sanders is not necessarily a guy that's going to scheme up on offense or defense and be an elite coach on the field. Coach Sanders' true value as a head coach kind of comes in where college football is a game of talent acquisition. At the end of the day, if you recruit the best players and you have the best athletes in your program, you're probably going to win a lot of football games. Alabama's done it. Georgia's done it. Clemson's done it. Ohio State's done it. There is no coincidence that the teams that recruit the best out of high school consistently win games at the college football level and win national championships and win conference championships. They brought Coach Prime to do that at Colorado. This is a place that you can recruit well. They have nice facilities. They kind of have a historic background of college football, and they're bringing in Deion Sanders to jumpstart and get some talent. Now, the reason the strategy or the blueprint to start fast is not necessarily recruit out of high school. You saw Lincoln Riley do that at USC. Took over kind of a dumpster fire of a team. The depth chart was depleted. There wasn't much talent on that roster. Lincoln Riley said, I don't have enough time to develop guys from the high school ranks. I need to go to the transfer portal. And that's exactly what he did and acquired a lot of guys that could play at a high level at college to come in and immediately impact the team. That is what Coach Prime is probably going to do in the 2023 transfer portal. And he gets a jump start with Travis Hunter following him over. We always talk about recruiting as kind of a momentum game. If you get some momentum, you can start getting another couple guys coming. Travis Hunter is that big domino. Guys see Travis Hunter go to Colorado, they're going to want to go follow. Good example, Kamari McLean did not sign his NIL at Miami. Apparently, he's been talking to Deion Sanders. I wouldn't be surprised if McLean follows Travis Hunter and Deion to Colorado as well. And you're looking at probably the best pair of cornerbacks in the whole entire country year one. I mean, two really bona fide talented dudes. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot more Jackson State kids come, and also just guys from the high school levels that see Travis Hunter, the number one player in the whole entire country, go to Colorado and say, I want to go there and play for Coach Prime as well. The 2023 transfer portal, I think, is one of Coach Prime's biggest success factors as he starts his tenure in Colorado. He needs to get a lot of talent quickly into that team in order to start winning games. If they don't hit in the 2023 transfer portal, they will probably struggle mightily year one and year two. Now they've already hit Deion Sanders. They've gotten Travis Hunter. Now I expect some more guys to come. You follow Twitter, you see some big names in the transfer portal. They're lined up out the door to go play for Coach Prime at Colorado. Again, he is a guy that is as charismatic as any coach in the game. Those young kids, if I was an 18-year-old kid who's a stud at football, I'd want to go for Coach Prime. He's confident. He's a winner. He's won everywhere he goes, and he's developing talent. That is all that he checks all the boxes of what young kids want to go play for. And when you're talking about who, what coach, or what program you want to play, Travis Hunter coming to Colorado, hopefully for Colorado fans and Coach Prime fans, Coach Prime fan right here, hopefully jumpstarts that 2023 portal because, again, if Colorado is going to be competitive in 2023, it needs to come from the portal. They need to get talent from the portal because, quite frankly, they don't have enough time to get a 2023 class out of high school that is talented enough, and they don't have time to develop. They need talent injected into this program immediately, and you can only do that through the portal. Travis Hunter being the first domino to fall, I would not be surprised if you see a lot of other names who have hit the portal or who will hit the portal and go to Colorado. Now, the winter session isn't the only time you'll have a chance to get talent into the program. A lot of guys will wait, play spring ball, see how the depth chart shakes out at their own schools, and say, hey, it looks like I'm not going to get the playing time or I'm not in the situation I want, and then hit the portal after spring ball too. So you'll see some guys go to Jackson State now in the next couple of weeks, I would think. I think the real money where Coach Prime is, he's been at Colorado for a couple of months. You'll probably see him being very, very active in the transfer portal after spring ball wraps up, and he gets a feel of what he needs from the portal, personnel-wise, depth chart-wise, and then other people will be hitting the portal as well after spring ball. But again, this is absolutely massive for Colorado. They needed to hit in the 2023 portal, and Travis Hunter, the number one kid in the portal, the former number one recruit in the 2022 class, will absolutely jumpstart that process. Again, this was massive. When you saw Travis Hunter say, I don't know if I'm going to follow Coach Prime, there were some red flags there. Like, is Coach Prime going to be able to attract big-time talent to come to Colorado? It looks like he ain't going to have a problem doing that. And if you're a Colorado fan, again, if you're a Coach Prime fan, of which I am, I want to see him succeed at Colorado. This is an absolutely massive get, and I would expect to see some other big names and some other really, really good college football players follow Travis Hunter and join Coach Prime out in Colorado. That'll do it. Wanted to keep this one short. It is 11 o'clock Eastern time. We appreciate you guys checking us out as usual. And if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. That is the best way you can support the fellas. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.